Good morning. おはよう。おはよう。Good morning. Welcome to the stream. 配信へようこそ。My name is Kamishiro Taishi and I'm a translator VTuber. 自分は翻訳 VTuber の上白大志です。And this is a stream where we work on translating this series called Secret Org. こちらはこの半ギレというシリーズを翻訳する配信ということです。And of course, as usual, while translating, I'm going to try to sort of break down the Japanese grammar and all that. So hopefully, you learn something from the explanations. で、その翻訳しながら、いろいろ文法やらを、説明しようということなので、何か、勉強になれると嬉しいです。A few disclaimers 始める前にちょっと言いたいことはいくつあります。First of all, I don't know if you can hear it, but my aircon is on. I think this is the first time that I'm streaming with the aircon on this year. まず、聞こえるかどうかわからないんですけど、クーラーがつけております。今年多分初めてクーラーつけっぱなしの配信になると思います。暑いなんで、どうしようもない。it's hot. There's nothing to do about it. And second, I just finished my exercise, so I'm still hearing my own voice in my own ears, okay? で、もう一つはさっき運動したばっかなんで、自分の声が自分の耳の中にまだ聞こえる。まだ聞こえる。めっちゃおかしな感じです。It feels so weird. So, I mean, it is what it is. まあ、なるようになるさ。Hey Mori! Hi again! いつかなくなるのかなこれ。When would this end? この自分の声が耳に聞こえるやつ、いつ終わるのwhen do I stop listening to my own voice in my ears after working out? Anyways, I'm also sweating a little bit. ちょっと汗もかいている。So, alright, well, let's see where we were last time. で、前回どこまでやったかちょっとまず確認しましょう。There's no participating thing today, okay? 今日はちょっとみんな参加というやつはないからね。Because last time we did it and then we made like pretty much like zero progress. 前回やった時にあんまり進んでないから。それは時々やるということになります。So I'm gonna do it like only like once in a while, I suppose. Once in a while. Oh my god, my English. よし。よし、やろうか。Let me see. Happening. How many of them are there? どんぐらいあるの？お困りよのやですね。バカのなんと言いやがる。Okay, here we go. There we go. Right there. 叫び声を上げ一般人助け。Okay, so that's not here, right? しげじあたりに急な要請。Yep, okay, you asked しげじ for aid. There we go. Alright, found it.Found the imposter, not imposter. よし、やるか。God. I kicked my foot against the leg of my chair. 椅子の足に俺の足蹴ってしまった。痛い。fucking hell. よし。叫び声を上げ一般人に助けを求めるのもライフティアの理解くん悪臭だ。叫び声を上げ一般人に助けを求めるのも悪臭だ。世界の闇は恐怖を食らって凶暴化するという設定がある。人を襲う黒い不定形の怪物を目にして恐怖を感じない奴は早ばいないだろう。 下手に助け呼べば凶暴化を招き派手に暴れ出す。あと、そもそも一般人が助けに来たところで足手まといにしかならん。Okay. Shouting for help from passers-by was not a good idea either. The setting went that. Should I use setting? I should go to supposedly World Shadows fed on fear, motion of fear from humans, turned berserk, feeding on the emotion of fear, feeding on fear. Let's just on fear, right? Because fear is an emotion. Let's just do that. From humans. And chances of a human. Not very many humans would. And the large majority of humans would feel fear. Laying eyes on these black monsters of indeterminate form. Hey Tom, how you doing? Good evening to you. Good evening. Tom, do you do exercise? Damn it. Now I'm like the kind of video who goes on and on about exercise. Do you do exercise? トンは運動するのかと聞いていたんですけど。I'm asking because I did it just now and I can still hear my voice in my ears and it's so weird. And I want to talk about it to somebody. 下手に助けを呼べば、if he carelessly called for someone. Yes! Even a skeleton exercises! God damn it! 骸骨でも運動するんだ。Okay, good for you. Good for you. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, I'm not gonna bash it. いいことです。よくやった。別にディスってないです。いいことですね。Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say do you exercise? Yeah, I asked, do you exercise? And you said yes. I'm confused about the nature of the question. No, like, do you take time out of your day, several times a week, and just do exercise, like do push-ups or do sit-ups or walk the stairs or do jumping jacks or like pick up a dumbbell, stuff like that? Do you do that? Like. What do you, how are you confused about the nature of the question? It's a simple question though. If we carelessly call for someone, worst case, World Shadows just might turn berserk and start going on a rampage. In the first place, there was very little that the average person could do to help. in this situation. Yes, I travel almost everywhere by foot, but I don't lift weights. なるほど。どこも、歩きで行くから運動になるけど、ダンベルは持たない。なるほど。I consider 4 miles to be within walking distance. Fucking hell, man! Fucking hell! How long to walk? How long to walk 4 miles? 1 hour? 1時間以内なら歩けると思ってる。嘘だろ Are you kidding me? That's a whole fucking hour! 1時間やんけど。嘘 I don't understand why you're asking. I'm asking because I just exercised. I just did exercise. And then like I can hear my voice in my ear. And it's weird. And I want to talk to someone about it. That's all. 1時間はないだろう。For me, it's like 15 minutes, okay? 俺にとっては15分から。15分。Which is about a fourth of yours, so it's 1 mile, I guess, for me. 俺は15分だから、これの4分の1ということは、1マイルかな。1マイルが歩けると思ってる。In fact, I walk it every day. っていうか、毎日歩いてる。Because like when I go get my lunch, like I order it from like Uber Eats, from an app that's sort of like Uber Eats, but then I go pick it up myself. 昼と夜ご飯はその Uber Eats みたいなアプリで注文するんだけど、それを取りに行くのは自分で取りに行くから。普通にそれは歩く。Is this voice in your ear literal or metaphorical? Like, are your ears ringing? Yeah, my ears. It's sort of like the air pressure thing when the plane goes up. Yeah, it's a bit better now. It's a bit better now. なんか飛行機が登る時のやつの感じで。でも今はちょっとだいぶ良くなった。Metaphorical voice in my ear. I'm not that crazy yet. Okay, let's go over this. これちょっと説明するか。Interesting? Why is it interesting? What? I was told this is normal. When I first started exercising last Tuesday, the ringing was so bad that I could hear like my heart beat. Like I could hear the blood gushing through my ear, like boom, boom, boom. But apparently, I don't hear my heartbeat today. I didn't hear my heartbeat today, so apparently it's getting better. 先週運動し始めた時に自分の声だけじゃなく鼓動まで聞こえちゃったんだよ。Let me see.ハートビートそのまんまかい。信号が聞こえてた。でも今日は聞こえなかったからマシンなんじゃない？ Hey Star! Hearing my heart pump makes me feel alive. In what other instance would you hear your heart beat? When? Where? How? 自分の信号が聞けて生きてると感じていると言われたんですけど、どこで聞こえるのそれ？どこで？どの状況？Okay, I haven't experienced that since I did high school sports. Oh my god! Tom is an active, healthy person. Oh my god! Even though he's a skeleton. Oh my god. Is he buff? Is Tom a buff skeleton? Oh my god. Okay, let's see. 叫び声を上げる。So that's to shout. 一般人に助けを求める。助け means help を求める。To ask for help. 求める is to ask I bit myself. 自分噛んだ。God damn it. I bit my tongue. Okay. 助けを求める is to ask for help. So as to ask for help from a normal person. So this is to shout, right? To shout and ask for help from a normal person. あれも So this is also a bad move. So this is akura. This could mean evil. It could also mean bad. So it's a bad hand. It's a bad hand to play. You can think of it that way. So it's a bad thing to do. So it's not a good idea, right? Okay. I was captain of the fencing team. Oh my god. Are you serious? Oh my god. Are you? Oh my god. トムフェンシングチームの隊長だった。Oh my god, dude! Someone needs to draw fan art of you like fencing as a skeleton, okay? 骸骨がフェンスする絵、誰か描いて。Skeleton fencing. いるやんけ。It already exists. What is this? What is this? 何これ？何これ？いるやんけ。There's another one too. もう一つある。やべえ。おもろ。That first pick is me. There's more! まだある。やば。これをトムのシャツをつければトムになる。If we put Tom's shirt on here, then becomes Tom. Alright. Okay, okay. という設定. Okay, let's talk about this a little bit, right? 設定. The word 設定. 設定 means setting, sort of like let me think. So 設定 is like it's like the underlying premise of a story, right? So 設定, let me just show you the definition. Okay, there you go. This is the definition. はい。これが実章の設定ということですけど So this is sort of like the setting of a novel, right? So setting is correct. In a way. ある意味で setting は合ってるんですけどbut you wouldn't say like part of the setting is that world shadows turn berserk from feeding on fear from humans. You wouldn't say that. You like setting is the word for like the overall setting of the story. You don't have like specific details that are part of the setting. Yeah. So normally when this appears, you have to sort of work around it. 普通にこれが出るときに直接直訳しちゃダメです。ね。その設定はその全般的に話の設定として使うんですね。セッティングは。なのでその一つ一つのディテールが設定ということというような使い方ではないです。その英語のセッティングという言葉。なんでこれが出るときにそのアブラウトにしないといけないです。Have you set it used to refer to like character reference sheets for anime? Yeah. So that's also all of that is included as sort of how to say like setting is sort of like you you don't say setting when you describe certain things about characters in English, right? Because setting is sort of like, this is where this thing happens, and like the scene is set. But in Japanese, the word setting is used to refer to any part of any detail of any background detail of a story. So it could be like, this character is blonde. That fact itself is a sette. So character reference sheets would be, all of it would be sette. But so in English we don't say like that is setting. We don't say like this character is blonde and that is the setting of the story. We don't do that, right? So yeah, it's easy to mistranslate this. And hey Heesh, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. おはよう、こんにちは、そしてこんばんはです。人を襲う、黒い不定形の怪物を目にする人を襲う。Okay, here is an example of where you get like a lot of details explaining a single noun, right? So this is the 怪物, is the monster. So what kind of monster? First of all, 不定形. So it has an indeterminate form. So it's a slime basically, right? So first, and next is it's black. It's black and indeterminate form, and it assaults people. 人を襲う. So everything is used to describe this singular noun. So let me see, what did I do? Feel fear, laying eyes on these black monsters of indeterminate form. I missed it. We feel fear, laying eyes on these black monsters of indeterminate form that assault people. So basically we broke it up a little bit using off and that. 直接これにつけるんじゃなくて、ちょっと砕いたような感じで。英語だとこんなにディテールをつけれないです。In English we can't add all this much stuff to it, so we have to break it down. よし。を目にする、to lay eyes on, right? 恐怖を感じないやつ。Guys, people who don't feel fear. 感じない. So that's the negative of 感じる, right? 感じない is the negative. 早々いないだろう。早々. So if you know Chinese, I don't know if you know Chinese, this is the character for fast, right? So normally you'd see this and you go, oh, does that mean fast? It doesn't mean fast. Not here. Not necessarily, not exactly. So it means sort of like promptly or like easily, sort of. So here it's quick because it's easy, basically, right? So so if it's 早々いない, so that means, so いない means to not have, right? So it's like you don't easily find it. So that means what did I do here? Let me see. Oh, I flipped it. I completely flipped it. This is here it's saying like people who don't feel fear at seeing this kind of monster, you cannot easily find, right? So I just flipped it. I'm saying that the majority of people who see these monsters would feel fear. Okay. We've talked about this before. Where possible, turn a sentence positive instead of negative. It just feels better that way. これ前に言ったけど、センテンスはこんなに、ネガティブをこんなにいっぱい、しちゃ、そう映画だとよく、不自然になる。なんでこれって 逆にしないといけない。よし、then 下手に助けを呼べば、凶暴化を招き派手に暴れ出す。So, if 下手に助けを呼べる、carelessly ask for help, 凶暴化を招き it will make it turn berserk, and then it would just go on a rampage, on a 派手に暴れ出す on a huge rampage. Let's go. Big rampage. あと、そもそも is in the first place. 一般人が助けに来たところで even if a normal person came to help, 足手まとい sort of get in the way, like a shackle. I think that's a common impediment burden rates. 足手まといにしかならない。Nishka is sort of like only is. So the Nishka naranai. Okay, Nishka naranai. How to explain this? This is again it's sort of like it's an annoying grammar point. Nishka naranai only is. So like only. Okay, and this is broken up, so that's not relevant. Only is にしかならない. So 足手まといにしかならない. So only is all this. Get in the way, basically. So what I did was in the first place, there was very little that they could do to help. The average person would only get in the way. The average person would only get in the way in this situation. I just feel like this feels a little bit smoother. This reads a little bit smoother. This is within my limits of what you can change, I suppose. 要するに絶対絶命の大ピンチドーン In other words, Kuma-san was now in a huge pickle. Sorry. Dictionary. I'm sorry. Dictionary. Can you do your work, please? Okay, 絶体絶命のピンチに陥る. Okay, was in a desperate situation, was driven in a corner, has back to the wall, cornered in a bad fix. Okay. Could we use desperate somehow? Was now. Was now backed into a huge corner. I guess. Sure. お困りのようですね. Looks like you need a hand. いきなり suddenly そこにさっそうと現れる未来人. Suddenly the person, someone from the future appears. さっそうと. The person from the future makes a sudden entrance. Damn it. This makes it present tense. We need to make it past tense. But if this is suddenly made a sudden entrance. it doesn't have the same oomph, does it? Son. I have to admit that Japanese textbooks are very good at keeping us motivated. They only give us example sentences they know we will completely understand. Only when I try to read a genuine Japanese text, I realize there's much to learn. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Do you mean like this? I mean, as a dictionary, it's their duty to give an example sentence that's easy to understand, isn't it? I feel like, what's the point of a dictionary if it overwhelms you with the complexity of its example sentences? There's no point, right? It's like Yura. It's like the stream that Yura did the other day, of where she tried to learn Japanese grammar from an app, right? And then it gave her that long ass sentences. It was absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You know what? Let me see if I can pull it up. 先日さ、なんかその筆者が言ってることは、辞書、日本語の辞書でその例文が全部わかりやすいからいいけど、実際に外で見つかると、その使い方がいっぱいあるということを言っているんですけどさ、その辞書の例文は簡単じゃなきゃダメでしょ。で、先日ゆらがした配信でなんかそのアプリで勉強しようということで、これ This Look at this Look at this These sentences are way too fucking difficult, man. これ長すぎんだよ、これ。Look at this. Look at this fucking sentence. これ見よう。これ見よう。I'm trying to do this. I'm not gonna play it so that I don't get like content whatever things, but Okay, look at this. これ見よう。彼女がもうかぶらなくなった帽子をくれたが、もう扱っていいかわからない。And the grammar point is, let me see. grammar point は手もいい。This is the grammar point. 手もいい。いないし。It's not even here. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. いないし、グラマ文法のあれもいない。手もいい。手もいい。手いい is probably sort of what they were thinking. 多分考えているのはこの手いいんですけど、もがない。もがない。And it's so fucking complicated. 彼女がもうかぶらなくなった。かぶらなくな。And theoretically, this is for N5, right? これ、どうやら N5 なはずです。このアプリでのやつ、全部 N5 だって。これはさ、N5 がわかるわけねえだろ。There's no way an N5 person could understand this, man. もうかぶらなく。So もう is already. That's how many grammar points are there in here, right? この文章の中でどれほど文法のポイントがあると思う？ Here, let's do it like this. もう I would consider that one. かぶらなくなった。なくなった。なく is to negative. なった is to make it past tense. So that's two, right? 帽子をくれたが。So that's but. That's another one. どう扱っていい？どう That's a third one. How to, right? How. So how is sort of like a function word. So I'll count that too. どう扱っていいか。So this is the one 使っていい。I'll count this as the original one. かわからない。 わからない。So don't know. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 grammar points in this one fucking sentence. So stupid, the apply. この一つの文章の中で文法ポイント7つあるんだよ。このアプリって全然使い物にならないよ、もう。だからすごく混乱してたよ。So she was really confused. I felt so bad for her. So yes, example sentences should be simple, please. というわけで、例文をシンプルでお願いします。Yeah, that's basically it. I was talking about how these easy sentences give us the impression we know a lot, but Japanese texts are generally not like that. Yeah, that's true. But again, look, you have them in sort of in English too, right? 英語辞書も同じなんじゃないの? For example, what should we do? Play act. Play act definition. Dictionary.com. It's hard to get away with, or they play acted the movements of a burglar, right? So they keep this example sentences simple too in English. 英語でも例文を簡単にしている。This is a bit more complicated. これはもう少し複雑なんだけど、そんなに難しくない。It's hard to get away. This is all by itself, right? これ一つなんで。With play acting. Hard to get away with play acting. And then with, and then members of one's family. で、これは一つのもの。Whatever. Anyways, moving on. But there's no excusing this, man. でもこれは説明できないですね。This is just stupid. The only one of this where I would sort of give it a pass. これみたいになってるけどわかるというようなことは絶対領域ですね。これなら説明実際いない。It doesn't even exist. They don't even have an entry for it. 絶対領域。Here you go. So here they gave up, but this I understand, okay? これちょっと諦めたけど、わかる。わからなくはない。てか、いるし。And they even have it. They have it too. Yes. Sudden appearance. Entrance. Hold on. Let me read the rest. Just so that I see. そのセーラー服の美人さんは街明かりを背に屋根の上に仁王立ちして黒髪とスカートを夜風にはためかせ黒髪とスカートを夜風にはためかせていた。はためかせていた。黒髪とスカートを夜風にはためかせていた。学校で顔がよくわからない。Here, the person from the future made a sudden entrance. Suddenly, a person from the future made her entrance. Something like that, I suppose. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. これもう少しマシかな。I'll go with that. それでいいか。そのセーラー服の美人さんは街明かりを背に、pretty girl in a sailor uniform, standing on top of a nearby roof with her arms on her waist. Okay, man, I want to talk about this. I really want to talk about this. これめちゃくちゃ話したい。East Coast, I'll talk about that afterwards, okay? 仁王立ち could mean two things. It means an imposing stance, a daunting stance, right? There are two ways that you could interpret this. これ2つの意味があるんですよね。There are two. One is, let me see if you can see it. Let me see if it comes out. 出るかわからない。One is like this, right? 一つはこう。で、一つはこう。These are both 仁王立ち。Both of them have the same name. So it always sort of and this is apparently a third one, okay, I guess. これは第三だって。But the two main ones are these two. This is the Gainax pose, right? Gainax, is it Gainax or Gainax pose? But this one. Boom, right? This is the one. So this is Niodachi. Niodachi. This one. And then this is the other one. And I can never tell which it is because they never explain. いつも説明してくんないからどっちかはわかんない。But I always sort of veer towards this because it's the more weeb one. でもいつもわかんないときはこっちを選ぶんだよね、俺。こっちの方がオタクっぽいからさ。In this case, I'm gonna say that she has her hands on her waist because you can't see her. You can only see the shadow of her. You can only see her silhouette. So if you can only see the silhouette, you can't really tell if they're crossing their arms, right? 今回その逆光しかわかんないからその手が組んでてもわかんない。なんで今回は手を腰に当てているようにしようか。Arms are on her waist. And her black hair and skirt fluttering in the night wind. She was lit up. Only her silhouette was visible. She was lit up by street lights. Behind her, 逆光どうしよう。逆光 backlight. Street lights. Which one is it? Is there a space or no? Street light. There is no space. There's no space, so you are wrong. Lit up by street lights behind her, which made it impossible. Which cast a backlight that made it impossible to see her face. Ish. Okay, so you can see here that we switched around the order of the information a little bit, right? まずそのセーラー服の美人 so the fact that she's wearing a sailor uniform, and in here, next it says she's got the street lights at her back. She's standing on top of the roof with her hands on her waist, right? And then this part talks about her black hair and her skirt fluttering. Now, we switched it around a little bit because in English we just tend to group the same kind of information together, right? So the fact that she's wearing sailor uniform is something that seems more reasonable to group together with her black hair and with her skirt, right? Especially because the skirt is part of the uniform, right? 同じような情報は英語だとその一緒にしがちですね。なので黒髪とスカートはセーラー服と一緒にする。 Ish. And then so the fact that she's got the street lights at her back and that there is a backlight is also something that we will want to put together. そして、その街明かりを背中に街明かりがある。そして逆光があるということも、一緒にしましょうという感じで。And so just the fact that her face is not visible is because of the light, so then we put it together with that. で、顔が見えないということは、その光に、関わっているなので、それを一緒にするということです。ということです。よし。East Coast. I'm probably gonna talk about that sort of at the end of the stream, right? In the just chatting part. So you might have to come back, or maybe I'll clip it. I don't know. Maybe I'll clip it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But like it'll be around. So right now it's you cannot see my clock, but now you can see my clock. Right now it's 9:47, right? The stream ends at 12, so I'll probably switch over at 11:30. Okay? So you have to do the math yourself. I maybe an hour and a half later, basically. Ish. いかん、逃げろ。いかん。What? No. You must run away. 逃げろ. Do you guys know about the kokoro? Do you guys know what the kokoro meme? The Japanese kokoro meme. Kokoro meme はちょっと説明しようと思う。So how do I explain this? I know the weirdest things. 俺の知識全部変な感じで偏っているんだよね。So, kokoro is derived from sort of like I think I've explained this before somewhere. It's because it's so hilarious. I keep wanting to explaining. Princesses, queens, sort of like female soldiers, generals, things like that. So just female characters in positions of pride and power, right? So you have these characters, and then like they are got caught, right? And then they're too prideful to let themselves be prisoners. They would rather die. So then they go, Korosei! Which is sort of, kill me. Alright. So this trope is called kokoro. This is the trope. Use that GIF website to show us the meme. It's a Japanese memes. I don't think they have it. They don't have it, I don't think. Tenor. Right? They wouldn't have it. Yeah, they don't have it. Naiyo. They don't. So, the thing is, this is the original meme. これが最初の meme ですけど there's like a development. there's like a there's a corollary to this. これまだ追加あるんだけど in certain cultured works, okay, I'll just go out and say it. In like hentai, right? You would have these characters say this, and then they get raped. So で同人誌かそういうアニメの中でまあ殺せと言われた後でまあディープされるんですよね。So it's also sort of like a genre. これはbad guys. Basically, you know. There it is. So that's what this is. このStar. He said it. So, that's what this makes you think of. But, anyways, we can't keep the k in English, right? これはそれを思いつくんですけど、英語だとさすがに k は、キープできないので、so it's just like what? But it's like a cut off what? でもその全部言い切れてないの。What? No! What? No! Run away! そういう感じですね。This is sort of like knowledge that seems very fitting with what Yura is learning these days, but I'm not gonna teach her, okay? なんか最近ユラが学んでいる日本語の同じような感じですけど、これ絶対教えないからな。I might though, because it's funny. 一般人の乱入だと思ったらしいクマさんが焦って叫ぶが、謎のセーラー服の乙女は時間を早送りしたような不自然な素早で壁を駆け下り、銀色の探検で世界の闇をすべて切り払った。一人だけ時間の流れが違う。クマさん shouted at who he thought was a powerless passerby.一般人の乱入。一般人。Normal person. Ordinary person. What was an ordinary person getting involved? Was an ordinary person stepping out of line? Did not know better than to get involved. But the mysterious girl in a sailor uniform, a mysterious sailor uniform girl. What is your favorite uniform in anime? アニメで一番好きな制服って何? Like sailor uniform? Do you like the blazer? Which one? セーラー服かブレイザーかどっち派? I mean, these are the main ones, right? 主なやつはこの2つですよね。Girls, of course. We're talking female characters, okay? I don't care about guys. もちろん女の子のキャラですね。男はどうでもいい。学ランはどうでもいい。There's a girl in a sailor uniform ran down the wall at natural speed. Ridiculous speed made it look like she was fast forwarding time. And Kiriharao is cut. It's like she cut them all, but I want like a better word. better word. And cleared away. Clear away. Finish off. Limit payment. What? Limit what? What? Limit payment. Finish off. Dispatched all of the world shadows with a silver gleaming short sword. Was time seemed to be flowing at a different pace for her alone. She alone seemed to be time. 一人だけ時間の流れが違う。The flow of time seemed to be different for her and her alone. Okay, so 一人一般人の乱入 So 乱入 is to sort of charge into something, to get involved with something. So と思った So と思ったらしいクマさん Again, so this, the main subject is クマさん and everything before is a description, right? もう一度、クマさんが、サブジェクトですね。そして以前のものは全部クマさんを、のディテールですね。Everything before is to sort of describes クマさん。So what is being described about him? Oh my god, the fire alarm, it just rang. なんか、whatever. さっき。What is fire alarm? Fire alarm. 火災報知器火災報知器火災報知器まあなったけどどれもいいso the thing about Kuma-san is he thought apparently so Rashi is to add a sort of a modicum of doubt to the thing Rashi はちょっとよくわかんないですけどぽいっていうことですね。と思ったらしい。He seemed to have thought that a normal person had come in, had sort of gotten involved, right? クマさんが焦って叫ぶ。焦る is to sort of get flustered and then 叫ぶ just shout, right? So this is just normal vocab words, okay? However, so he got flustered and he shouted at the person that he thought was coming in, but so then here we can sort of cut off. で、これが全部、これだけで一つの文章になるですね。Kuma-san shouted at who he thought was an ordinary person who did not know better than to get involved. So the reason why I broke this up again, I guess I just tend to like to break things up because you can't really directly translate these. これ直訳はできないですね。But the mysterious girl, the bot is here. Mysterious girl in a sailor uniform. 謎のセーラー服の乙女は時間を早送りしたような視線な強さで壁を駆け下る。Mysterious girl in a sailor's uniform ran down the wall at a ridiculous speed, made it look like she was fast-forwarding time. So the verb is here, 壁を駆け下り, to run down the wall. But here we flipped the order again. Of course, we did the verb first. She ran down the wall, and then we added everything else. で、他のことは後で追加したという感じで。銀色の竹で世界の闇を全て切り払った。And dispatched all of the world shadows with a gleaming short sword. この銀色 normally you would think this is silver colored, right? But 銀色の剣 like a silver colored sword. But if you think about it, most swords are silver colored. ほぼの剣はちゃんと手入れした剣は銀色だよね。if it's been maintained properly, it's silver. Okay, it gleams. So basically, we're not gonna say a silver-colored sword because like that sort of puts extra emphasis on the as if it's important that it's silver colored. But no, it's not. It's just generic gleaming. Okay. でも普通になんか銀色として翻訳すると、なんか銀がなんか変な意味が持っているような感じになるから、銀色は直接銀色として、翻訳じゃなくて gleaming 輝いているじゃなくてテカテカ、なんか光ってはいない、光を反射している、反射して銀色のように見える、なんでこれ gleaming OK 一人だけ時間の流れが違う and then so this just it looks like time flows differently for her alone. Okay. My God, the fire alarm keeps ringing. はあ、何でしたっけ？放災監視器、火災報知器、また鳴ったよ。That's an embarrassing question. I'm not going to answer. It's crop top or anything. Crop top is not uniform though. Choi. Crop top はユニフォームじゃないでしょ。This is not proper uniform, okay? これ普通な制服じゃない。制服は blazer uniform or sailor uniform, right? In anime, it's either one of these two. アニメだとこの2人が選択肢だけですよね。クロップトップは制服じゃない。Crop tops are not uniforms. Heesh. What is going on? Is there something that we want to listen that you want to tell us? Personally, which one do I prefer? 自分どっちの方がいいのかな? I think I'm in a blazer faction. 自分は多分ブレイザー派かな。ブレイザーと思う。でもこれも好き。But I like this one too. I do like this one. I think I would prefer the blazer. でもブレイザーの方が好きかもしれない。でもどっちもいい。But both is good. ずっとこれ眺めていたい。I wanna just look at uniforms. No. We have to focus. はい、集中しましょう。なんやその新技。なんやその新技。いつの間に時間加速なんてできるようになったんだい。What's with that? New technique? A new move? When did you learn how to fast forward time? Is fast forward not a word? Fast forward. All right. ちょっと水飲みます。Grab some water. いや、俺だって訓練を続けて空間攻撃耐性つけたし、翔太くんやトウカちゃんだってますます能力に磨きをかけている。しおりが成長していないと思う方がおかしいのか。But come to think of it, I learned how to resist time and space related powers through training. And Shota-kun, and Toka-chan are also developing their abilities day by day. It would be strange shouldn't be a surprise that Shiori could also grow. I don't want to use the word grow because it's not quite right, is it? I do want to use the word develop, but we already used it much. We already used it just now. We already used develop here. I could also progress. Could also progress. Pick up new. Also discover new abilities. Let's do that. そうしましょう。よし、OK. So okay, let's go over it. 説明しましょう。First of all, this yeah, it's sort of like to make himself like he's stopping what he's thinking here, and he's going through the opposite one, right? ここで一つ止めて逆の方を考えようということなので、so we do the but, and then come to think of it, is to sort of indicate that it's sort of related to the previous sentence. この but で、違う方法になることを、示すけど、この come to think of it ではその以前言ってたことと今言おうとしていることはつながっていることということで、示すという感じです。書きの字。Good morning 大使。朝から2回行動とは勤勉ですね。勤勉ですね。勤勉です。ありがとう。来てくれて。俺、書きですね。書き。こけらどっちどっち書きかな。書きの字。こけらのあざ。すいません。名前で遊んじゃってすいません。俺だって訓練を続けて空間体制、空間攻撃体制つけたし、even I, by training, by continuing my training, gained or picked up, つける could mean to put on, like clothes, but it also could mean to pick up, as in like a technique, like an ability. 書きですね。はいはい。書きのじさん。 おはようございます。空間攻撃耐性。空間攻撃 is like attacks with space-time related to learn to resist attacks. Space-time. To resist attacks dealt. Through space-time? I don't know, man. 空間攻撃 Space. I think it's a space. Oh my god. You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna get rid of the generality and just go learn how to resist Shigeji's space related attacks through training. Okay. Or just space related attacks. Okay, I guess we could have that. Okay, so 空間攻撃 obviously I struggled with this. これ明らかにちょっと困ってたですね。I'm just gonna have it as space related attacks, okay? なんか空間と関わることある攻撃ということにしましょう。Learn how to resist it. 耐性 is to resistance. Right, so I learned how to resist it. 翔太くんやとうかちゃんだって、even the two of themますます能力に磨きをかける。ますます means something that's happening gradually, but like accumulatively, right? And 能力に、磨きをかける。磨きをかける means to sort of like continue to develop something, to polish something so that it becomes better, becomes more, you know. There you go. Polish up on, to refine, to hone, to round out. So there you go. So what are they refining? Their abilities, right? So even they are gradually developing their superpowers day by day. So this is sort of like the masu is what I went for here. And 能力に磨きをかける is developing their superpowers. Okay? Good. しおりが成長していないと思う方がおかしい。Okay, so here we switched it up a little bit. We are not going literal. ここは、その直訳じゃなくて、成長していない。Because here it says, if しおり not growing 成長していないんですね。not growing、と思う thinking 方がおかしい。That's the weird one. So if you put it all together, it's something like it's weirder to think that Shiori is not growing, right? But again, it's negative. We don't really like negative in English. 英語だとそのネガティブはそんなに好きじゃないから、なんでその意味を逆ことにする、の方がおかしい。Like, it shouldn't be a surprise. 方がおかしいじゃなくてびっくりじゃないというような言い方の方がもっと自然です。日本人だけど書きがこけらと読めるって今知りました。書きとよく見ると違う字。へえ。あ、そうなん？なるほど。あれ？コピペしてるんですけど。 違うの？ちょっと待って。いや、同じやん。えちょっと待って。Hold on. 同じじゃないの？ Oh, look at this. ちょっと、このフォントがダメ。このフォントがダメ。違う。ダメだ。ダメだ。いいフォントがない。いいフォントがない。No, here. Can I zoom in? ちょっとズームできる。ズームできる。ほら。Look this. ここ繋がってない。It's not connected here. It's not connected here. おもろ、何おいおいおいおいおいおいおいおいおいおいおい Here 消えちゃった。消えちゃった。まあいいや。こうしてこうしてthere we go ここ繋がってない。Over here. It's not connected. 違うんだ。フォントによっては同じになっちゃうけど、読めない。で違う。Yeah, it's different. It's not connected. なるほどね。なるほどね。OK。で、これこけら。chopped wood, thin shingles. これ、いざ木くずと思った。さてす木くず。こけらなんだ。なるほどね。木くずだろ？木くずと思った。こけらなんだ。なんか両方もかな。わかんない。OK. We're going back. ちょっと戻ります。OK. 久しぶりのイベントメインキャスト、選抜ですね、これ。抜擢。まだある。割り。抜擢。メインキャスト抜擢に合わせて新技披露するしおりはとても可愛いと思います。I thought, how should we do the sentence? この文章どうしようかな。久しぶりのメインイベントメインキャスト抜擢。It's very cute how Shiori chose to review her new power, new ability. Waited for when she got selected as the main character for an event to review her new ability. Let me see how this is. I thought it very cute how she already waited for when she got selected as the main character of an event to review her new ability. Thought it was very cute. You know what? No. We are gonna take this and we're gonna make this into an actual thought. これを そう思ったというようなナレーションじゃなくて、ちゃんとした考えことにしようと思う。Wait, she waited for when she got selected as the main character of a new event to review this new ability. That's so cute of her. Something like this, right? So this is sort of we're changing the direction to an actual thought. これナレーションから実際考えていることに、スイッチという感じですね。The reason why we do this is because everything before is a thought. なんでこんなことをするかというと、その前のものは全部考え事ですよね。これ全部考えていること。ナレーションじゃなくて。なんでこれだけがナレーションだとちょっと不自然になる。So it becomes a little bit weird for this to be the narration by itself. So when you see sort of like things in text where like a character thought this, you can also consider changing that into an actual thought sentence. で、ナレーションの中で、何々を思いますということがある場合は、それ実際に思うセリフということに、変換することも考えゆるです。です。よし。お怪我は Are you hurt? Are you hurt? Yahoo! 很久不見 Alas, why are you typing me Chinese? Why are you typing me Chinese and Japanese? And why are you using simplified Chinese too? Fuck off! I'm kidding. Hi. It's been a while. 世界の闇を一掃ですよね。一掃したしおりに尋ねられ、初めてクマさんはその顔に気づいたらしい。感謝の言葉を述べつつ、渋面を作る。どっちあれ10面どっち10面渋面Which one is it? どっちなのいっぱいあげるとどっちが正しいかわかんないよwhen they give you like several readings, I don't know which one is right どっちなんだうわ10面かな This is the first one これ初めてなんで10面かなOh, you know what? I can just Google it. 普通に検索できる。読み方、Thank you. 10面ですね。OK。10面。を作る。よし、10面。Truly has been a minute since I've caught any streams. I mean, I stream at weird times now.I guess 俺の配信時間ちょっとおかしなことになってはいるんですよね and it's been a while since I've done one of these so thanks for dropping by though thanks for coming 来てくれてありがとう OK 世界の闇を一掃したしおりに尋ね感謝の言葉を述べつつ10面を作る妙にタイミングがいいじゃないか。俺が追い詰められるまで待ってたのか。Only when Shiori turned back to talk to him, did Kuma-san recognize her face. After she already finished off the world shadows, and turned back to talk to him, did Kuma-san recognize her face? Okay, second yami o isso. So isso is to finish off everything, right? Second and shita shiori ni tazunerare. So we had to expand this a little bit again. Mata moya. Motto detail 追加しないといけなかったんですね。So after she finished off the world shadows and talked to him, so we could technically go only after she already finished off the world shadows and talked to him, right? But again, I feel like it flows better to include turn back. なんかこれ、実際これ必要ないですね。これ文章の中にもいなかったんけど、これを追加すると、なんか、うまく、なんというの、流れ的にの方がいいですね。Turn back to talk to him. Did Kuma-san recognize her face? 初めてその顔に気づいた。So for the first time. So 初めて sort of for the first time. Kuma-san recognized her face. So here we sort of made it so that it's not, we're not using for the first time, right? It's only after she did this did he recognize her face. でここはその別に初めてというより、これをした後こそその顔に気づいたっていう感じですね。はいはいはいはい。感謝の言葉の面接10面を作る。He thanked her with a with a grimace. With a grimace. Was some pretty. That was some pretty convenient timing. Were you waiting for me to be hunt down? Well, I guess it's true. I guess that's true. 確かに hunt down. If you 追い詰める someone, it means you're hunting them down, as in you're backing them into a corner. I wouldn't necessarily use hunt down. Hunt down はちょっと違うかもしれないですけど、確かに誰かを追い詰めるときは、なんかそのもう何もできなくように追い詰めている。ちょっと微妙かな。sort of all this. Backed to the wall. I guess. We're waiting for me to be backed to the wall. そうだよな、クマさんならそこを疑うよな。その通りなんだけど違います。しおりはナイフを手でぐるくる回して、ねこれもてあそびながら謎めいた微笑みを浮かべた。That's right. そうだよな。Of course. Kuma-san would suspect. Would suspect. What do you put as the object here? Suspect it? No. That's not good. それじゃダメです。How do you cross out? Strike through. Out. Shift. 5? Why is it so complicated? Alt Shift 5. Alt Shift 5? It's so complicated. なんでこれだけ複雑なんだなんでこれだけ複雑なんだ Why you? What? Oh, whatever. So that's not good. That's not good. それじゃダメです。Makes sense. That Kuma-san would. Of course. That's what Kuma-san would think, would suspect. Better. こっちの方がいいかも。その通りなんだけど違います。That's exactly what happened. But no. I love these sentences where they make sense and they don't make sense. これなんかその合ってるけど違いますというようなセンテンスなんか好き。Exactly what happened, but no. Shiori smiled. 謎めいた微笑み。Gave him a mysterious smile. Now I want something better than mysterious. Mysterious よりいいやつ欲しい。An enigmatic smile, maybe. An inscrutable smile. Enigmatic. Let's go enigmatic. Gave him an enigmatic smile while fiddling with, while spinning her knife. Knife nano? Dochi? Like it says knife here, but it said tanken over there. This is like a short sword. Is this a? This is another thing that I always have trouble with. これいつも困ること。これも困る。It could be a dagger. I guess it's so short. It's not a short. It's so short. It's not a sword anymore. It's just a dagger, I guess. 短すぎてもう剣じゃなくなってダガーになるという感じですか。ダガーですね。なるほどね。じゃあショートソードじゃないですね。With a gleaming dagger. Dagger. Yes. And that makes sense with the knife here. そしたらこちらのナイフでなんか通じる。While spinning her knife round and round. 待ってたというか知ってたんですよ。本来の時間軸で。今夜、クマさんが暴走しつつある世界の闇の最初の犠牲者になる。お父さんが闇に飲まれる最後の一押しにもなる。助けられてよかった。何を言って。I wasn't so much, wasn't really waiting. I wasn't so much waiting as I knew about it. In the original timeline, we're getting to the timeline stuff. 時間軸のところに来てる。Ooh, in original timeline, you became first victim of the rampaging world shadows. That's going berserk. And that was what pushed Dad. And that was the last straw over the edge. And what pushed Dad over the edge and made him fall to the dark side. I don't think that's right though. これちょっと違う。Let me finish it first. Oh, phew. I'm glad I made it in time. I'm glad I saved you. Pushed him over the edge. And caused him to lose himself to the darkness. Yami ni nomareru. Let me see if anyone's done a better translation of this. Swallowed by darkness, drowned in the darkness.これめっちゃ気になる。めっちゃ気になる。どういうことこれ What is this? 明日役に立たない英会話原文 overall into what is overall 和訳闇に飲まれよ overall って違うだろ That's not it What 補足お疲れ様ですというのは英語で実は言えないまあでも知らん何々ちゃんの言い方的には Thank you for your work になりそうということ Nothing about this tweet makes sense There's overall is not a word これ言葉じゃないです英語じゃないですで早く闇に飲まれよって呪いかい This is be swallowed in darkness why would you say this to people I don't understand anything about this tweet okay never mind Okay so like yami ni nomareru is sort of something that happens to you, right? It's not something that I fall into darkness. Fall into the darkness, maybe. Hello. Enveloped. Oh, maybe enveloped. Maybe envelope is correct. Yes, okay. Now, so we're starting to get to the actual story part. 話のところにやっと筋が見えてきた。How much? Oh, we can finish today. 今日やっと終わらせられるかもしれない。よっしゃー。よし。待ってたというか。So, というか is sort of like it makes whatever you said before not quite so right. Sort of like you're saying something, you say something, and you say というか as a way to indicate that you're gonna re-say something. Like what you said before is not quite right, right? So 待ってたというか知ってた, right? So I didn't so much wait as I knew about it, right? I wasn't so much waiting. I didn't so much wait. Which one should we go to? I wasn't so much waiting. I didn't so much wait. Let's go. I didn't so much wait. Maybe the other one's better. こっちの方がいいかも。So 本来の時間軸 in the original timeline. Okay, so this is pretty direct. This is pretty straightforward. これ普通に、簡単ですね。今夜、クマさんは暴走しつつある世界の闇。So tonight, クマさん Yeah. And then so 暴走しつつある世界の闇。The word shadows that are starting to go berserk. しつつ is something that's happening or gradual increments, like gradually more and more, right? So victim for the word shadows that were going berserk, and then going berserk tonight. Forgot tonight. Okay, and then that's Kuma-san right there. Okay, よし。最初の犠牲者になる the first victim, the first casualty. Let's go casualty. お父さんが闇に飲まれる最後の一押し。So, that's dad が闇に飲まれる。So, we struggle with this a bit. これちょっと、手間取ったけど、made him fall into the darkness, I guess. かもな。最後の一押し。That was the pushed over the edge. Push over the edge. なんか最後のやつですよね。最後だったら、その push over the edge。これ最後の一押しで終わったという感じなので、push over the edge。これが、最後の一押しにもなる。So that was what pushed him over the edge and made him fall into the darkness. 助けられてよかった。I'm so glad I saved you. So here we're not going with the literal translation. これはその直訳じゃなくて、助けられてということはその時間、その間に合ったという感じなので、so よし。Moving on. 何を言った What are you saying? チュンチュン丸チュンチュン丸 always makes me laugh. I want to look it up. チュンチュン丸There's a meaning? 意味ないよね。チュンチュン丸 The word circle. The word maru means circle, but used as a suffix for something loved in male names or when sailors put maru in the names of their boats. 意味がない。There's no... Oh my god. なるほどね。なるほどね。Okay, I see. Oh boy. Megumin is the best. 最高だ。Megumin 最高。よし。クマさんが改めて頭2つ分も自分より小さなしおりを見下ろし、じろじろ眺める。セーラー服を着ているのにしおりだと勘違いしているのは普段の服装が服装だからだろう。しかし、口調が違う。静音が違う。しかし、口調が違う。静音が違う。髪の長さが違う。顔立ちもとてもよく似ているが違う。全体の雰囲気がしおりよりも若く見えるのだ。クマさん took a better look at the girl. 2 heads shorter than himself. girl. Was 2 heads shorter than himself. As I put on my custom shoes, chun chun maru, maji? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? The reason why he had thought, he had mistaken, why he had thought she was mistaken her for Shiori was because of what? Shiori. Because of Shiori's usual clothing choices. However, her kucho, verbal, her tone was different. Her tone of voice was different. The length of her hair. And tone of voice. Length of her hair was different too. And although her face bore a striking resemblance to Shiori, it too was different. 全体の雰囲気がシオリよりも若く見えるんだ。Her overall atmosphere vibe seemed much younger than that of Shiori's. Okay, let's get this. Psycho this. Psycho? Psycho, did I get that right? Psycho means the oldest. The kanji that you chose, Psycho, is the oldest. Is that what you wanted to say? Psycho. Oldest. Okay, let's go over this. クマさんが改めて頭2つ分も自分より小さなしおりを見る。クマさん改めて見下ろす。So he took a better look and he's looking down. But in English, we don't really need to add that he's looking down. 英語だと別に見下ろすというようなディテールはいらないですね。普通に見てるんですね。Because it talks about how she's 2 heads shorter, right? もう頭2つ分短いという言っているからさ、その見下ろしていることはもう分かっている。なんで見てるだけでいい。まあ、自分より小さなしおり見下ろし、じろじろ眺める。So this part is sort of like a repetition. 改めて見る。So this is so we don't really need to repeat this というわけでこれをもう一回言う必要がないです。So he just took a better look at her. もっとちゃんと見ているですね。Chiori who shorter, 2 heads shorter than himself. Right, okay, that's pretty simple. セーラー服を着ているのに、シオリだと勘違いしている。Even though she was wearing a sailor uniform, he mistook her for Shiori because 普段の服装が服装だからだろう。まあ、so the daro is to introduce a certain bit of a doubt just because, you know, like this sentence is Sago providing the narration, but he's assuming what Kuma-san is thinking, right? このだろうはちょっとわかんないっていう感じなんだけど、それはまあこのナレーションはサゴから言ってて、でこれはクマさんが何考えているかと当てているだけなんで、だろうがあるんだけど、was probably so we can have that there. というわけでそっちは probably をつけられる。普段の服装が服装だから。So this is how to explain this grammar point. これ文法どうやって説明するんだろう。普段の服装が服装。Damn. I don't know how to explain this grammar point. この文法どうやって説明するかわかんない。普段の何がということですね。This 普段 how to explain this, man? It's because it is what it is. That blah 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 blah. Right? Here it's because of what Shiori normally wore. It's sort of like another way of translating this. But here I went with this just so that it flows a little bit better. But yeah, this is sort of this is an interesting grammar point because it basically repeats A and A. I don't know how to explain it any better. もっとうまく説明し方わかんない。よし。しかし、and then here everything is pretty simple, right? で、これはちょっと、シンプルですね。しかし、so that's however, 口調が違う。So her tone is different and her voice is different. And her tone and her voice was different. Go. 髪の長さが違う。So the length of her hair is different. And then 顔立ちもよく似ているが、her face is very similar, but 違う。But it too was different. 全体の雰囲気がしおりよりも若く見える。Our overall vibe seemed much younger than that of Shiori's. よし。Who are you? 君は誰だ? So here is, I think, so in Japanese, especially in light novels, they tend to have this so dot at the start. We don't really do that in English. So instead, if you really want to include the dot, you would put it sort of after the first syllable. 日本語だと特にラノベ小説でこの点々点はそのキャラのセリフの前につけることが頻繁にあるんだけど、英語ではそういうことはしないです。なんで点々点をつけたいときはその初めてのシラボ初めての音節の後でつけることが普通です。So it's not like 君は誰だ But instead it's like Who are you? そういうことです。そういうことです。最高 Yes, now you got it right. Now you got it right. Although it's I don't know what you're saying is 最高。スイちゃんが最高。クマさんは慎重に尋ねた。クマさん was now on his guard. しおりはスカートの端をつまんで優雅に一礼し、衝撃の事実を告白した。しおり plucked the hems of her skirts and bowed, gave him a bow, admitting a shocking truth. 佐合凛、佐合杵光と佐合しおりの娘です。未来から世界の終末を阻止するために来ました。I am 佐合凛 daughter of 佐合秀光 and Sago Shiori. I have come from the future to stop the world ending. To stop the end of the world. Yes! We finished! 本書のメインキャラ紹介サゴリン何歳かわいい以上 Let's add this Let's add this a little bit Introducing the main character of this arc. Name Sagori. Age unknown. Description. She's cute. Period. That's all. 以上かわいいブリーチのなんだとみたいな最初の音節そう英語はそのこの点々この待っていることはそのセリフの前にはつけないですブリーチだったいい例を出してるねよし Alright, so we are done.完成 Oh wait, no, we have to do the title. タイトルまであってない。運命再編。How do we do this? What's the next one? 運命再編。Is this a reference to something? これ何かのミーム的なやつなの運命再編当たり対戦キットどういう意味何これ What is this? It looks like it's something 何かはいなんかいるMagic the Gathering? What? Fate Reforged Is that what they call it? Fate Rebuild. Fat Pack. Fat Pack. What's it? Fat? Are you sure? Why did you even wear fat? Magic the Gathering. It looks like that is what they translated it as. そういうように翻訳したっぽいですね。運命さ。Well, okay, I'll just take it then. I'll just take it. じゃあそのまま取ります。Fate Reforged. I don't know, man. 知らんわ。Sure, we'll take it. わかった。そのままに。ありがとう。よし Alright, we're all done. What? Not a six pack, but a fat pack. Ish, let's go to chatting. But before that, hold on. I want to go to the toilet first, and then we can go to chatting, alright? ちょっとトイレに行ってからちょっと雑談にしましょう。マイクまだつけてる。 Yes, I'm back. 帰った。Drinking water. ちょっと水飲んでた。It's been a while since we've done it. 雑談。雑談をしたのはいつぶりだったんだろう。It's been a while. I guess it's ever since we've done sort of one of these streams, right? こういう配信がしたいつでしたっけ When was the last translation stream we did? はい。翻訳配信最後やってたのいつ頃でしょうかちょっと見るわ。I'm gonna look it up. There's so many Steno streams. 最近、ステノばっかやってる。ばっかやってる。March 22nd. 3月22日。やっべ3週間は 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks. in my sort of channel content, it's just all Steno now. チャンネルのコンテンツでステノばっかになってる。Shoot, just got here. No, you're good. You're good. We just turned to free chat. 今来たばっか。大丈夫です。先ほど雑談になった。Alright, I mean, since you're here, let's talk about it. 来たということは、じゃあもう話そう。話しましょう。Let's bring this back. ちょっとこちらに戻ろうか。This. So, this morning, this was brought to my attention. Well, I guess it was released this morning, right? 今朝出したんですよね、これ。So, So this is from YouTube, right? これ YouTube からですね。Trusted viewers and fans can now collaborate on captions with our new subtitle editor role. Creators, find it under channel permissions in Studio. How to use it? There's a link. This is just one step. We'll continue to work on improving the captions experience on YouTube. これは、どうやら、YouTube 動画で、字幕編集というロール許可を出せる役字幕編集役を、追加されたんですね。So only trusted viewers and fans can so the channel owner has to give the role to the people. Right. このチャンネルオーナー、チャンネルのオーナーが、いちいち人にこの役をあげなければいけない。The owner has to give the role to each and every person. Okay? So, let's talk about where we were at the beginning, right? 最初のところでどこに行ったかちょっと話しましょうか。So long ago, in a world far, far away, community captions were available for everyone to add to a video. 長い昔のところで誰でも、YouTube 動画に字幕をつけれた。Okay, so apparently what happened was then you had sort of troll subs. で、どうやら、それを悪用した人がいるんですね。間違った字幕をつけたり、like to add wrong subs, or they're basically like adding wrong subs. そう間違った字幕をつけているということで。So now, and then they took that away entirely. で、それは全部なくした。So no more community subs. 誰もつけられなかった字幕。Now that it's back, they're saying only those that the channel owner gives this role can add subtitles. で、今は、このチャンネルオーナーが、この役をあげた人しか字幕をつけれないですね。It seems like a good compromise between the two, I suppose. なんかその両極端の 間としてはこれでなんかいい、なんか OK ですね。What are we talking about? Last, where have you been? I got started. I started from the very beginning. 最初から始まったんだけど。We're talking about the new subtitle editor role that YouTube added, okay? Now, one thing that I worry about is, so I don't know about other spheres, okay? Like my sphere, sort of like where the subtitles and the subtitling and the translation that I'm involved with is with VTubers, right? で他の人の、ところは知らないですけど、自分が一番、関わっているのは VTuber に関する翻訳ですね。翻訳したり、字幕をつけたり、ね。飴うどん。So, this is probably never gonna happen. これ多分使われないです。ね。Because imagine, like, Hololive, I cannot imagine that Hololive would tell their talents to approve subtitle editors for their channels. I cannot imagine that happening. Right. ホロライブがそのタレントにこの字幕編集の役を誰かにあげるということは多分言わない。ね。Because in order to it's a bit of a touchy topic because it involves gatekeeping, right? ちょっと、その誰かがどこまで上手くなれば、この役を上げていいということは誰が決めるかという質問になるんですね。So you get the question of who decides who's good enough to get this role. So there's that. Do you think they'll allow talents to approve translators who are contracted or on payroll? See, that's a different thing. If they're getting paid, that means they're actually employed. If they're actually employed, then that's something else entirely, right? そのオーバーロードの質問はその契約された翻訳者ならこの役をあげると思うという質問ですけど、ちゃんと契約した人ならこの役がなくても多分そういうその金が関わっている時点でちょっと違う。Because the whole point of this is to sort of it's for community subs, right? But now it's not really community subs. It's sort of it's a lot more how to say this, integrated or like the channel owner is going to have to be a lot more involved with subtitles if they choose to have subtitle editors, right? Before, the channel owner can just not be involved and whoever can just throw subs up, they can just do whatever. The channel owner does not have to get involved whatsoever. 以前はチャンネルオーナーが一切関わる必要がないですね。でも今じゃもそのちゃんとこの機能を使いたいチャンネルオーナーがあれば、この役を誰かにあげるということを決めなければいけないので、チャンネルオーナーがもっとなんか翻訳者と関わる必要になる。At that point, it really would be just trying out for the job position of translator. Exactly. Like like you would need actual gateways and stuff. なんかこの役を欲しいということはもういっそ仕事というか、面接とかしなければいけないんですね。So I feel like it makes sense as a compromise between the two extremes I talked about at the beginning, but the usefulness is going to be limited. is basically what I want to say. というわけで、その最初に言った両極端の間としてはこれで割といいんだけど、これは多分そんなに使われないと思う。Because, like, okay, first of all, who's going to subtitle an entire video is what I wanted to say. But I suppose there are people who do that, right? Can I imagine why they would do that? It takes ages to do one. でもまずそれをやりたい人っているか。でもすんごい時間かかるんだよねこれ。Like do you know how long it takes me to translate 1 hour of video? It takes me at least 8 hours, maybe 10 hours, let's say. その配信の1時間の配信を字幕につける、翻訳の字幕をつけるには多分10時間かかる。俺だと。it's a long time. 泣けんだよ。So like so it tends to be where like it tends to be that like people who sort of do this are not very good at it. Because the people who are good at it, so the professional translators, like a lot of them would be like, I don't want to translate in my off time too. I already do that for work. でそもそも、これを やりたがる人はそもそも翻訳そんなに上手じゃないですよね。なんかプロの翻訳者だったら、自分の休み時間もまた翻訳したくないよと言いたい人が多いと思います。So I don't think I really don't think whole life would actually make use of this. というわけでこれを使おう。これ多分フルライブ使わないと思う。I might probably get this from case on, but I wouldn't really add subs to videos either. これ多分ケイさんが多分私にくれると思うけど、私が多分使わないと思う。Rip Agaga's Shion birthday ASS file still stuck in submission hell. Yeah, I've done 2 full streams before. Kanata's the 104 questions one, and also what was the other one? A-chan じゃない、not A-chan, Kizuna Ai, her concert. 私がその配信は全部翻訳つけたのは2回しかやってないです。一つはカナタの、104質問天使の日の配信で、もう一つは絆愛の、コンサートですね。Either way, I wouldn't get this role to put it onto the screen, man. どっちもこの役はもらわないと思う。なんで実際誰が使うんだろう。So who actually would use this? You're really one of the few people who it really makes sense for. I know, right? これ役に立つと思う多分俺ぐらいじゃないかな。So I'm glad to see it back, but it doesn't seem very useful. It's sort of what I want to say about this. つまり私が言いたいのはこれが復活されるのがちょっと嬉しいけど、多分使わないと思う。多分役に立たないと思う。It would only really work for short videos. Yeah. すごく短い動画しか使えない。I mean, if the channel owner cares enough about getting subs to the point of doing interviews for people doing subtitles, I think they would just find like a subtitling company, right? なんかそのチャンネルオーナーがそこまで字幕が欲しい人だったら多分一層字幕の会社を雇うと思う。Sort of like 干物先生。干物。Let me look. Like an example would be 干物, right? 干物。VTuber. これ。Let's get a random video. For example, this one. 適当な動画。これ。Look. She got a company and she got them to do all these translations. I think she's one of the more extreme examples. 多分、ひもの先生はちょっと極端な例になるけど、これ翻訳会社でこれ全部してもらった。全部。Which makes sense for her channel. その先生の場合はこれ理にかなってる。Because she is sort of like teaching things, right? これなんか教えることですよね。なんで教えることはもっと人に届けようということはわかる。So it makes sense that like she wants more people to sort of understand what she's teaching. So this is what she would do. And I feel like this is like if you really care about getting subs, this is what you would also do. で、私が思うにはそこまで字幕が欲しいなら多分これする。ね。これはなんかちょっと中途半端な感じになる。This is sort of like a half-assed sort of way of doing it. And that's quite a few. 結構ある。ね。Or at least the more eventful parts of longer streams they translate. There's no point in translating only like a small part because normally because if like say like all of this, let's say that this is like a very very long stream, right? Let's say that it's a super long stream, and if this is all untranslated, there's no subtitles, and suddenly this part has subtitles, people would have the CC turned off anyways, so they wouldn't see it. ラストのコメントはせめてその長い配信のちょっと面白い部分だけ、字幕をつけると言われてはいるんですけど、これ例えばこれがすごい長い配信だというのならここからここまで字幕がなくてこの部分だけ字幕あってある場合は見えないと思う。なぜかというとこれが多分オフにしてる。ビューアーが全員これオフにしてると思う。So it doesn't work that way. なんでダメです。So at first glance it seems like a good compromise, but in reality I don't think it would be very useful. なんで一見what's compromise? いい妥協になると思うのように見えるけどそんなに役に立たないと思う。Good to know. It's like watching the news versus reading the paper. Not sure what you mean, but yeah. So I guess that's what I think of this. 私の意見はこうです。そうですよね。そう。And this is basically how much it costs sub to translate. Holy shit. Let me see. Why? At least $5, $50. You want a video translated, expect double the payment. 翻訳するとどれぐらいかかるか。So from what I know, I can't find it here. So of course, the answer depends. It varies greatly. その答えはそのどれぐらいかかるという質問への答えはすごく違ったりことあるんですけど、from what I know as an independent subtitler, so say I do everything, right? So I have a video and then I do everything. I time the subtitles, I do the subtitles, I translate the subtitles, right? It costs, the general market rate is $10 a minute. 私が知ってることだったら、私が全部することということですね。その字幕のタイミングをつけたり、翻訳して後でその、翻訳もしたりすると、independent contractor、これ請負業者として私一人としてならmarket fucking hell I don't know so many words market rate market price 相場は1分10ドル US dollars okay so it's quite high 結構高いです、companies can do it for much cheaper、I wouldn't say much cheaper significant quite a bit cheaper会社だったら、もっと安くなる。そんなに安いわけじゃないけど、少しだけ安くなる。でも会社は会社によると違うから、ちょっと数字が見つからないね。But like different companies have like different rates, and so they don't.I can't really find anything here on Google, and they tend to not publicize it. で、その公にしない場合が多いですね。そういう会社。なんで実際の数字が見つからない。ごめん。Sorry, I can't find a proper number for it. But yeah, like depending on how much viewers you have どれほど人が見てるかによると多分ちゃんとした字幕が欲しければ多分これが一番いいと思います Depending on the number of viewers you have if you want proper subtitles I think you should probably do this That's high $10 per minute seems pretty cheap.No, $10 per minute is market price. There's some people who do it for less, sort of $8. $7 is very cheap already. And then depending on the content, if it's like more complicated stuff, there are people I've seen people who have gotten jobs for like 17 euros a minute. US ドル10ドルは割と普通平均ですね。US7 ドルだったらめちゃくちゃ低いということになるんですけど、その場合によってそのコンテンツがめちゃくちゃ複雑なことなら、その1分17ユーロになる場合も見たことある。It would be interesting to see the price one would charge for a multi-hour whole live stream. I don't know, man. I mean, you can just do the math, but like it's like I think if they actually hire a company to do a multi-hour to do subtitles for a multi-hour stream, the company would also think of how many people are doing the collab with, like how many people are in the stream, how many words are being said. I think they would also consider that. その数時間のホロライブ配信がどれほど、その字幕つけるのはどれほどかかるかと見ものですねと言われたんですけど、それ多分その会社は多分その会社の中でどれほどそのタレントが出てるかも多分考えることと思います。Because the more people, the more lines you have, right? 人が多いほど、セリフが多いということですよね。But if you just do the normal math, でも普通に数字をすると、for example, like 1 hour would be 60 minutes times 10, that would be $600. 普 通に数字をすると60分の1時間だったら、US600 ドルかかるという感じですね。はい。which takes me like 10 hours, I said, right? で、自分はそれ10時間かかると言ったなので、that would give me a sort of like an hourly wage of around $60. というわけで、その時間、だいたい1時間60 US ドルの収入になる。私の収入ということですね。うん。So yeah, I mean, this doesn't get me very excited. これあんまりワクワクというわけではないです。Well, we'll see. まあ。Maybe Hololive will surprise me. わかんないよ。Hololive がいきなり、こういうプログラム始めるよと言うかもしれない。それだったら俺はワクワクするけど多分しない。Then I would get surprised. I would be excited if Hololive suddenly does like a translator's program, but like I don't think they will. So this is not going to be very relevant to me, so I'm just going to continue using LiveTL. これあんまり役に立たないから、これ今後も LiveTL を使い続けると思います。Honestly, I'm thinking, who would this be for? マジで思ってるんですけど、これ誰のためになるの？ Who would use this? 誰が使うんだろう？ Well, I suppose if you hire a company to subtitle a video for you, then you would give that company subtitle editor role, I guess. 例えば会社を雇うということなら、その会社に字幕編集役をあげるという感じかな。そうですね。多分それ。I think that probably that. Gen Zero Holo TL starring Taishi. I don't think I would ever get Kohai. Holo TL. ゼロ規制大使それ後輩絶対もらわないタイプですよね。It depends. If they actually pay, if like HoloTL is actually is an actual paying profession, then maybe. HoloTL は実際金を出してくれるなら後輩がもらえるかもしれない。ちゃんとした仕事になるからさ。Because then it would be like a proper job. It would be an actual proper job. Then I guess I would get 後輩。大使先輩。No. It would feel so weird to get called 先輩。大使先輩として呼ばれるってめちゃくちゃ変な感じになる。Though I guess, I mean, I do get called sensei now, so I don't know, man. でも今の思えば私はもう先生として呼ばれている時もあるからかな。わかんない。It would kind of be like the Holo staff. Yeah, I suppose. スタッフのような感じになる。T ちゃん。I cannot match up the T ちゃん。T ちゃんには呼ばないよ。私ごときが。T ちゃん is much better than me. T ちゃん俺よりずっとうまいからさ。The thing is, I'm more used to doing novel translations. That's my base, right? So I'm not as good at doing video translations. 私のベースは小説の翻訳なんで。Let's come back. こちらに戻りましょう。私のベースは小説翻訳なので、動画翻訳はまだまだ下手です。So you would think, is it not the same? But it's different. It's different in that the word choice that comes up often and is different. And also, you would have to worry about limiting the number of characters that you use. So there are different limits. どこで違うかというと、まず使う言葉が違う。で、次は、字幕には制約がかかっているんですね。長すぎると読みづらいからさ、その字数に制約がある。で、どれほど字数の制約の中で、うまく翻訳できるかが、動画翻訳の醍醐味というより重要な部分です。So, the important thing to consider when translating for a video is to think of how well you can convey the information with a limited number of characters. That's for video translations. So that's a different skill. そのスキルはちょっと違う。Do you think Mio might benefit, but you already translate her morning streams? The thing is, live translations and proper video translations are very different. Okay. 同時翻訳とちゃんとした字幕が違うです。全然違うです。Let me see if I have an example はないけど、I don't really have an example, but here. Example がないけど、これを見せしますね。I'm gonna show you guys this. I'll show you guys this. Hold on. Let me log in. ちょっとログインするなので、ちょっと待ってくださいね。Okay, we're back here. Okay, ignore all this. Ignore all that stuff. Okay, ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って。I closed everything. 全部閉じた。Where is it? Here. Okay. Back. Okay, this is the transcript from the latest 朝見よ。これが今週の朝見よですね。昨日の朝見よですね。From yesterday. There are a total of 371 lines. 全部で、371の行があります。So this is me doing the live translation. これが同時翻訳をしている時の翻訳文です。けどさ。When I did the full translation for Kanata stream, do you know how many lines it became? カナタの配信の全翻訳、ちゃんとした字幕翻訳したときに、どれほど行があったか当ててみ。That's if you don't remember from my Twitter post. Twitter でも上げたんだけど、多分見てないと思う。なんで当ててみ。Go on, try. Give me a number. Try guessing a number. They will have to start paying more attention to the translations in chat. In chat, no need, because chat is unchanged. There's been no change whatsoever. This whole thing is for actual subtitle files to upload to the video, so it's absolutely unrelated to in chat translations. これはその実際に動画に上げる字幕なので、チャット内の翻訳文とは関係ないです。600. We have a 600. Anyone else want to give it a try? お金当ててみたい人いる600というゲスあったんだけど。God damn it, star. God damn it, star. Star. こんやろ。I mean, that's the right answer, so I guess there's no point dragging this out any longer. 正しい答えが出たなので、これ、伸ばす意味ないですね。そうです。That's right, 847. そうそうそう。847でした気がする。I think that was it, right? I think that was it. アーカイブWhere is it? Let me see. どこですかどこですかてか、ここじゃなくてもいい。I don't have to do it here. カナダ、これ。848, basically. 848。ちゃんとした字幕は倍ですよ。An actual subtitle file is twice, okay? Twice the number of lines. It's very different. So yeah. というわけで、全然違うんです。全然違う。Completely different. For live translation, we have to do a lot more paraphrasing. We have to combine a lot of more things. 同時翻訳は、ちょっと、paraphrase。パラフレーズそのまんまかい。ちょっと意味を、いろんな文章からの意味を一つの文章に凝縮しないといけないです。そういうことをしないといけない。なんで、同時とちゃんとした字幕が全然違う。So they're very different. Yeah. So that's why normally if I'm to do like a full translation, I would not even use this at all. I would start from scratch. I would just start from scratch. というわけで、ちゃんとした字幕を、作ろうと思うのなら、これは使わない。多分一切使わない。最初から一からすると思う。I would probably just do it from the very start. I would just completely start from scratch. Because if I use this, first of all, the timing is all over the place. まず、そのタイムがバラバラですね。Because, like, for example, this is very short, so I could type it like right there and then, and I send it. 例えばこれ短いなので、タイプするのに時間かからないので、すぐに出せたんですけど、これがめちゃくちゃかかる。But this would take a long time to type. So this is late. This might be on time, but this would be late. なんでこれは多分時間通りに出すかもしれないですけど、これが遅くなる。So if I'm to use this, I would have to figure out I have to retime every single one of these lines, figure out where I paraphrase things, and do the sentence all over again. That's extra work. なんでこれを使うのなら、まず時間全部一語一語の時間を確認し、修正しなければいけない。そしてその後でどこでパラフレーズをしたことをその行を消して、入れ替わることになる。なんで手間がかかる。余計に手間がかかる。It would take even more time. So, but yeah, that it's sort of like an interesting thing about translating for videos. But yeah, so. Like 2 people mentioned it to me this morning. 今朝これを送ってきてくれた2人もいるんですけど、役に立たないと思います。It's not gonna be all that helpful. Sadly.まあ。With 15 minutes, what should we talk about? 15分残ってるなんだけど。何の話題にしようか。 You guys have any questions? 何か質問ある？ This became a seminar. これ、なんか、授業になっちゃった。そういうつもりじゃないんですけどね。I didn't intend for it to become like this. 質問ある人いるのか？Is there anyone who has questions? Oh my god. I love the arc is just sitting on your desktop. アークがデスクトップポツンといることが面白いと思う。なるほど。I didn't do it on purpose. だけどわざとしたんじゃないですよ。インストールしてるときに多分なんか押してないとそう勝手にやってた。When I install it, it just did it by itself. and it's convenient. Yeah, so I never erased it. で、なんか便利なんで消してなかったということだけです。Do my homework, please. Why? I don't know your homework. お前の宿題なんかやり方わかるわけねえだろ。I hate doing homework. 俺だって宿題は嫌なんだよ。嫌なんだよ。So lately, I've started two things, right? 最近始まったものは2つあるんですよね。ステノと運動。So I started like a steno and exercise. Those two are sort of my recent things. Steno is going great. ステノは割とうまくやってるけど、It's starting to get to a point where there's just too much to remember. ちょっと覚えきれないほどになりつつある。なんでそこが大変。So that's a bit of a problem. But exercise, man. でも運動はね、This is my second week. 今日は第2週。まだまだ下手くそだ。I'm still so bad at it. Especially push-ups. I can't do proper push-ups. Like, I can do like 3 maybe. ちゃんとした腕立て伏せ多分3つしかできない。I have to sort of cheat to do any more. それ以上するにはちょっと堪忍しなければいけない。to make it easier for myself. But I mean, this second week is better than the first week. So there's that. でも今週は先週よりうまくやってたというのが嬉しい。体脂 is going healthy, sort of. A little bit. 体脂が健康になる。ちょっとだけね。Let's say a little bit of the credit goes to Yura. Just a little bit. ちょっとだけ、ユラの影響かな。Working out is pain, both physically and mentally. I know, right? 体もメンタルもやばい。Have you tried using it for work yet? You mean steno? No. Steno はまだ仕事には使えない。The reason is because I haven't even learned the full alphabet yet. They're not alphabet. I haven't learned how to do certain letters yet, like certain consonants. Like for example, I don't know how to do the letter Y on the left hand, for example. 全部覚えていないなので使いようがない今のところ。But the idea is to eventually use it for work. Yes. でもいつかは仕事用にしたいです。はい。I think this is my third week of steno. Yeah, I said in my tweet that this is my third week of steno. Steno 今週は第3週ということなので、まだまだ始まったばっかりです。I've only really just started. One day you will do jumping push-ups while doing jump rope. What the fuck is that? What kind of ridiculous nonsense is that? いつか何腕立て伏せをできる。ジャンプロープをしていながら、腕立て伏せできるようになれてどういうこと？なんなのあれ？できるの？人間ができるものなの？ is that humanly possible? Do half push-ups with your knees on the floor with your lower legs proper. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. 膝は、まだ膝は、その床につけたままで、プッシュアップしている。そういうこと。Like I'm doing it according to this guy. 私がやってるのはこいつの動画ですね。こいつの動画を、フォローしながらやっているんです。I don't want to do it on this account, so I'll do it on this account. 大使のアカウントを、アルゴリズムをちょっとぐちゃぐちゃにしたくないので、こちらですよ。Here. This is the one that I did today. 今朝やったのこれ。So basically, like this guy has a lot of videos where like you can like work out at home and you don't really need equipment, so it's been very helpful. なんかこいつの動画はその家でする運動です。そしてその機材がなくてもできる運動というのがとても助かってます。So that's what I'm following, but it's not easy. 簡単じゃないです。Remember one of the first rules, never push yourself too much. Oh, don't worry. I'm a quitter. I am a quitter. 大丈夫。無理はしない。大丈夫。俺すぐやめちゃう人なんです。it's bad. But yes, my body does feel sore, which I guess is correct. 確かに体はなんか痛いじゃなくて、what is sore? Sore. 痛いんじゃないんですけど、痛い。運動の後の普通の痛さなんで普通に大丈夫。So I'm alright. Don't worry about it. So yeah, I've been starting 2 new things and sort of trying to make time for it. And I've been sleeping so little lately. 最近あんまり寝てない。Like last night, I went to sleep at 12 and I woke up at 5:30 today. 昨夜12時寝て、今朝5時半起きた。なぜかというと、仕事。Because I have work. I still have after the stream. I have like a deadline due like 2 hours after the stream. この配信の後、2時間の後、また締め切りがあってで、まだ終わってない。I'm still not done. So I think I'll probably just eat like cup noodles while working on it. 多分やってる間に多分カップ麺とかを食うことになると思う。There's no time to do everything I want. 全部やりたいことに時間がない。I can never get enough sleep. I know, right? いつも寝る時間が足りない。Exercise videos on YouTube. Entire shelf of exercise DVDs at my mom's house sweeps. Nobody uses exercise DVDs anymore. 運動 DVD ってもう使わないよ。使う人いないよ。You wake up around the time I fall asleep. You fall asleep at 6 o'clock in the morning? 朝6時で寝るのお前。やばくない It's not a bit bad. That's something on top of. I do not miss due dates like that. I haven't missed it yet. I will finish. Hopefully on time. 体壊れないわ。大丈夫。壊れないよう頑張りましょう。I will do my best so that I don't. I'm trying to get on top of things, but it's just it's hard. I don't have time. ちょっと前倒しにしたいんですけど時間がないんですね。Scuff sleep schedule. Been there, done. I'll have to. Basically, sometimes I just waste my time because I'm procrastinating. As long as I can stop doing that, which is so much harder, which is so much easier to say than do. If I stop doing that, then I have more time to work. いつか時間を無駄にする時あるんだよね。YouTube とかしたくないんだけど、それさえやめれればもっと仕事できる時間が確保できるんですけど、それはね、言うほど簡単じゃないよ。Do you have any gyms near you? Yes, I have one that's very, very close, but we're still in lockdown until April 21st. 近くにはジムがあるんだけど、4月21日まで、ロックダウンなので行けないです。So we can't go. I think when it opens again, then I'll go. またやっているのなら多分行くと思います。But like that gym is not so good. Like でもそのジムそんなにいいところじゃないですね。Like the machines are fine. 機械は割と okay. I mean, like there are like ellipticals that have been broken for like 3 months already, but everything else is alright. でもなんか3ヶ月壊れっぱなしのエリプティコの機械があるんだけど、他は割と OK。問題は、人ですね。The problem is the people. Like, the trainers there try really hard to get you to sign up for lessons. トレーナーいつも授業をなんか取らせようとする。そこが好きじゃない。That I don't like. I don't like that about them. Like I have like a lot of lessons with them now. いっぱい買っちゃったんだよね、レッスン。I'm not good at saying no to those kinds of things. そういうことに No はあんまり言い切れないのが自分の差がです。Still better than people having think you're 13 and trying to kick you out. I don't think they'll kick out children. 別に子供は来れないわけじゃないんだよね。To be honest, I kind of wish we were in lockdown here. Whether to lock down or no, there are problems either way. ロックダウンするかどうかはどっちみちも困るということですね。Alright, I think that's gonna be it for today's stream というわけで今日の配信は多分ここまでです。Thank you very much for hanging out with me. 遊んできてありがとう。And I don't know why I want to do that. Next stream is probably just tomorrow's Steno morning stream. はい。Okay. 次の配信は多分明日の Steno 朝練ですね。And on Thursday, I have like a 雑談 with Socho. So I'm super looking forward to that. で、木曜はSochoと雑談ができる。それがめちゃくちゃ楽しみ。Alright then, I hope you all have a great rest of the day. みんなが良い一日をお過ごしください。And yeah, thanks for coming. じゃあねー。Thank you. Bye bye.